The ravenous reverie of waking is but a distant memory. Or was it a dream? I can't remember the last time I woke up hungry. Not so long ago, carefree, welcoming the challenge of yoga on paddleboards, springing through the rain and over puddles at the reservoir track. Weathering
Frontline.
several storms since entering the first battlefield over 2 years ago. A succession of precise scalpels,
Oh, okay, it's a
high-energy
metaphorical
beams, and
battlefield.
pharmacological strategies. A journey no one asks for. Still standing, spirit unyielding but not the same. With each treatment, an imprint, evidence of what came before. Willing rogue mutinous cells to yield to my current tailored chemical onslaught. Stay put and do not multiply. Or better yet, disappear altogether. By the will of God, through the tools of modern medicine, with the support of family and friends. Onward.
Good. Oh, it's more of the inflated gloves, too.
I
like
am
how they're
at
tying it
Seattle
together.
Children's Hospital, and nobody wants to be here. Even as an internationally recognized temple of healing, every inch of it is terror. Every
Yeah.
cubic inch of every room that is not occupied by terrified children and terrified parents is
Oh,
filled
the ink
to its
spots, too.
capacity
It's a
with a
great
terror
touch.
wholly unique to that family, which no other person has any power to comprehend. There is art on the walls and rooms which is designed to evoke a jungle of some kind, and I resent it. Every giraffe is my sworn enemy.
There's so much of this I can't even imagine having to deal with, despite having to sort of deal with it. It's part of why I try to like at least plug any Child's Play or Extra Life charities, because anything that can get people's minds off that sort of thing, I'm all for. That's really pretty.
Even though every natural law indicates it, even though popular culture is rife with examples, even though the arc of his condition moved with haste in a particular direction, specifically down, I was very surprised when my father died. I was surprised that he could.
That
It wasn't
is
merely
how it
naivety.
goes. Let me assure
Those
you.
afflicted with his particular cancer number less than 100. It is the sort
That's
of
even
cancer that
worse.
excites a doctor. One of the things that is so exciting about this cancer is that it apparently didn't form the hard masses we use to find the disease. Rather, it converts the meat of your abdomen into a kind of undifferentiated doom. What might happen is that they will attempt to draw your blood and instead draw out the green syrup that was once your guts. Shortly thereafter, they will tell you and your family that the fight is over.
One thing I'm not very good with is medical weirdness like that. That's not something I am comfortable with at all. So, forgive me if I cringe a bit. Just the idea of, like, things you're familiar with in your body not being a familiar thing anymore like that really gives me the heebie-jeebies. I am a bird right now, yes. I was the bird that was sitting on the IV drip. That's how I'm able to fly from point to point here. And it's also, there's a slight flapping noise. I don't know if you can hear it.
The day I was diagnosed.
Ooh.
I remember the hallucinations from the high fever of 5-year-old's nightmares. I remember my mother silently weeping in the doctor's office.
Oh,
I
God.
remember friends and family gathered around my hospital bed in prayer. I remember the 2-hour ambulance ride to St. Jude where they could better care for me. I remember the 2.5 years of weekly chemo treatments, the numerous lumbar punctures and bone marrow aspirates. I remember Doctors Bell, Dahl, and Kalwinsky, nurses Jean, Judy, and Dale, Miss Chris in social work, Darlene in travel, all part of the team that cared for me. I am a walking memorial to their successes.
Well, that's good at least.
I remember the other patients I'd see each time I went to the hospital for chemo. I remember when some stopped coming. I knew what that meant.
Oh no.
I remember the years of summer camp for children with cancer, children like me. I remember their laughter and the midnight talks of fears and joys, normal kid stuff. Some less so. I remember when some stopped coming. I knew what that meant. But I remember them. I am, and other survivors are, memorials to those who lost their fights.
Was that there before? Oh. Can I come back up?
Oh, her expectation is so maddening sometimes. Do you know what she wrote on the eve of Joel's first surgery? The one back in January when we first found the tumor?
I should go back and check the other
I seriously feel like a
thing.
kid on Christmas Eve. I'm pleading for God to spare his life. And I'm tempted to despair because self-inspection leads me to conclude I shouldn't expect much of anything. And yet my wife is expecting a surprise party from the Lord, replete with presents, supernatural miracles.
Sometimes that's all you got. Is this a mini game? See if it comes back or
Come in
not.
bed, boys. Let's go.
Boys, get in bed.
Oh, can you at least tell us a story?
Because I figured the getting to the lighthouse is the objective here.
Sure.
I wonder if those are live
Okay.
updated.
This
The high scores.
is the story of a very brave knight named Joel.
Okay.
Joel the baby knight?
Yes, Joel the baby knight, but he's also Joel the very brave knight, and he was being chased.
I like the
by a
cardboard
dragon
castle aesthetic.
named Cancer.
Okay. Can jump. Good spear. Also spear. Okay, so let's do this.
Because of his tumor? Where does the dragon live?
I like the thumbtack. I love the cardboard aesthetic.
Is
It's
the
really
dragon
cute.
big?
Very.
Just trying to take out the birds.
Does the dragon breathe fire?
Oh.
So
I forgot that was a down.
much fire, you guys.
Yeah. I keep thinking the half circle is not the base. Oh, I got up too early. Apparently I'm terrible at this.
So, Joel has armor. Like
Yeah, armor would be
a
good.
sword and a shield and stuff? Ooh, or maybe a spear?
Yeah, that sounds good. So brave Sir Joel with his sword and his shield and his awesome spear and his super jumping ability.
I like super jumping.
is being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
What other superpowers does he have?
Ah, there we go.
He also has grace.
Upgraded my jump a little.
That's not a superpower.
It's the best superpower.
Do you guys know what grace means?
Yeah, it's kind of like help.
Ah, bird bro. Come to me, bird bro. I'm wondering if they got like the other kid to draw this or what's up here. Okay. Gonna get you. Yeah. Let's do this. Hey, what's up, Painted Dog?
You know, and he's not the only one who's ever tried to fight this dragon. Some very brave knights have fought this dragon and lost.
That's
And
kind of grim.
Some are able to drive the dragon off, and they can go home, and they can quit fighting for a while. And the kingdom is safe.
Joel's been fighting this dragon for a long time, huh?
Oh, you can't kill the birds.
Long time.
But Joel found a nice empty cave
I like empty
where
caves.
he could rest. And it seems like the dragon couldn't find him.
I'm not sure how long it is total. This is a game you
Just
can
when he
find,
thought that the danger was past.
When everything...
The dragon found his hiding spot and came
Well, I started
after
about
him in the cave.
a little under 2 hours ago, but I spent a lot of time reading cards. Like, the game, you can finish it in 2 hours, but...
That dragon's going to kill Joel.
Oh, it's going to be a boss fight.
Why do you say that?
Oh, don't...
Because Joel is just a baby. Baby can't kill dragons.
You're right. A baby can't kill a dragon.
But I can.
But
Where are you coming from, buddy?
God fights for Joel.
Oh!
He fights
Oh.
that dragon cancer right with Joel. And we know that God can win even if Joel can't. That's grace.
Keep hammering this. Oh, God. Don't you even. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, but I get to keep my score. Good.
Tim from church, Mom. He died from cancer. Wasn't God for
Oh! We sent somebody else in.
Just God fought for Tim too.
Oh, should have backed up.
Tim fought so well. So brave, so strong. Father and love. It may have
Oh.
seemed like the dragon was.
Oh. Ooh. Oh, I see. He had more hit points.
That he's with God, and that God is so proud of him.
Come on.
So maybe for Tim, he's done
I gotta stop jumping there. That's what's part of what's getting me. It's probably gonna come on the other side. Yep. Called it. I like that layout-wise. It kind of reminds me of, well, that's my bacon. I don't think Tim's gonna make it either. Sorry, Tim. But layout-wise, it reminds me of the battle against the robot dragon again, Mega Man. Bye. I got anybody else we can rotate in? Or did the dragon just win? I guess the dragon wins. I don't know if I can give that another loop. I mean, I imagine I can, but... I don't know if I'd want to. Okay, so let's go back to that other, there was another one of these rings. So I want to head back that way. If it'll let me. Yeah, we gotta cut back across here. Or maybe I can't? There we go. But it was over... Where was it? Over there somewhere.
So, how long will
We heard this one already. We checked all the notes there.
I don't actually know. That's kind of why we're packing up everything.
That was the starting point. It was over here, I think. It was one of these. I'm not going to reread all of them, I'm just popping
I
it.
had been in this room with my father before, during the brief window.
Okay. Maybe it was near the gloves. But I definitely had one pop up before. I could have sworn.
I am at Seattle Children's Hospital, and nobody wants it.
Maybe I'm incorrect.
The ravenous reverie of waking is but a distant memory.
If not, we'll just head back and keep going.
Even though every natural law indicates it, even though popular...
Okay, yeah. Must have just misremembered it. Or I just missed my chance. Or it might have just taken me to the same place, to be honest. I know it was in that first area. That's where we started, and there wasn't anything there.
Is because if the trial works really well, then maybe we'll stay in California for
Yeah, I don't know if... I think some of these stories might have been submitted because... I don't think the voice of the Seattle Children's Hospital guy was, I don't think that was the father.
Ryan!
Oh, hi.
Oh, Ryan, get in the boat.
I can't.
You have to. You'll drown.
We're already drowning. How can you sit there like that?
Despair doesn't help anything.
I could be wrong, though.
Neither does false hope. And I'm not despairing.
How can you say false hope? You're drowning!
Well, you're missing your oars! And you don't even know where you're going. And yet you're so sure you're gonna get there.
It's better than drowning.
Well, enjoy floating on the surface like you always do.
There's nothing deep about drowning. Just get in the boat.
You have to let me feel this! Someone has to.
That's not fair. I love him as much as you do. I just really believe we're going to be okay.
Maybe I'm just confused because he sounds less stressed in the letter ones. There are definitely several letters by the mother early on, and there might be more. But there's also some other submissions in here that are other people.
Dear Mr. Barnett, I'm not sure if this letter will get to you. However,
I like the dot matrix look on
felt
this
the
one.
need to write to you and your company. My daughter recently passed away after a long battle with cancer, and she was only 14 years old. In our short time with her, we saw her transformed from our wonderful little girl into a sickly child who spent far too many days in her bed full of pain.
Like this
We
one's a
worried
different
that
parent, obviously.
We would never see her happy again. Well, the hospital gave her access to a computer, and she found her way to your game. I'm unsure really what it is, but from the day that she began playing Legends of Terrace, our daughter changed.
I've never heard of
She
that.
sat up, she was excited, she smiled again. She told us all these stories about what she was doing in the lands, all the things she wanted to do in real life but was too sick to try. She swam in the ocean, rode a horse, she had birthdays, bought a house, and she went on adventures with these new friends from all over the world. I don't know how to explain the happiness that it brought to us. For a short while, our daughter returned to us. She'd regained the wonder and an optimism that the illness had taken from her. She talked about the strange lands that you had made, the creatures, magical things, and adventures she went on. She lost her battle for life, but you helped bring our daughter back for a short time. And for that, we're eternally thankful. Sincerely, Julie.
I'm gonna look that up. I get the feeling they probably just changed the name of the game for legal dodge, but if it is a real game, I'm kind of curious what it is. That's a weird audio error. I'll read it, I guess. We miscarry week 12, sad, but surely the next will go better. It does. Relax after week 12. The belly. I can't read that handwriting. Take pictures. Oh, grows. Belly grows. We take pictures. Alex talks and plays music to the little one inside. I walk on the frozen North Sea. Skip the stones? No risk to this one. Week 29. A sonogram bonus, twins. We float on air. We brainstorm names. Week 31. We crash. Too soon. Too soon. Oh. They were both born premature. They whimper, open eyes, look into ours. Off to the incubators. We drag ourselves home, cry, hope, pray. We wait, we twist, touch, keep track on a wall chart. Stefan's heart beats strong. He grasps a finger, then he fades, his brain bruised from breech birth. Good alliteration. Day 5, he dies. We grieve and pray for Nicholas. He gains weight. The heart is strong. Then he fades. His intestinal tract necrotic, falling apart. Oh, God. Day 10, Nicholas dies. We want to die too. didn't catch the whole thing. Oh, it is real. It is real. Okay. And apparently I can't read that one again. Well, I'll
Dear Julie, thank
send
you
something off to
for
the
your
dev.
life. I am honored to have
on
played
Twitter.
a small part in bringing your daughter joy.
Oh,
She will
it's
be
more about
missed
the
within
game.
I knew your daughter as Hanara of the Knights Guild. In our world, she lived in Devardic and defended the city many times.
It's really
from the
sweet that
forces
they
of
wrote
evil.
back.
Your daughter may have ultimately lost her battle with that dragon cancer, but in my game, she was the dragon slayer. Since you don't know much about the game or who she was there, I'm sending you a screenshot of one of your daughter's adventures. Sincerely, Paul.
Aw.